Hello again, Pendle here from Sound Dust, and I'm here to demonstrate the new addition to the cluster family, which already consists of a 246 preset Zebra library and a huge loop library as well, which you can use, samples. You can use whatever you want. But what I've done is made a sample player, a special earfruits sample player for Kontakt, so that you can use a little bit more easier the samples that we've got. And I haven't made any presets. I haven't even loaded any sounds into it. You've got 2,000 or so sounds to choose from in the cluster sample set. So I thought that's how many mind-bogglingnesses of possible variations. So I think it's, enjoy, do it yourself. So I thought I'd better show you how to do that, though. So I keep saying so. Stop saying so. Here is the earfruits sample player for Kontakt loaded up. This is how it looks. Very boring. Nothing happens when I hit some notes. On my left, I've got some of the cluster earfruits sounds available, and I'm going to show you how to stick those sounds from there into there. Now, it would be great if you could just drag them straight into there. Sadly, you can't, but you nearly can. All you've got to do, click on the spanner, and I've set it up so that it'll open in the mapping editor and the wave editor. You can quite simply click to listen to sounds, to test out what you want. Let's go with Hubris C1. There's a joke there somewhere. Pick it up with a left click, drag it. Now if I drag it towards the keyboard, it will just put it on one key. If I go up, it'll spread it out further. Let's not go mad. Oops. Now what I want it to have is because it's a C, I want it to play from the C. So the yellow thingamabob there shows the root note. I'm moving it to C, so I'll now play the root note. Let's drag that out a little bit. Keyboard here reflects that. Click back on the spanner, and there she is. Now stretched across the part of the keyboard. That one sample. So we've got, I said so again, sorry. We've got 3 pucks here. The most exciting is the white one, which is sample speed, sample playback. You might have seen this thing. This is a development of the free grain instrument. So we can go to kind of 0 time. And then across the bottom, adjust the grain size. It explains it all there, which has a slight effect. And all this is completely automatable, so it'll show up as an automatum thing, which you can then use envelopes to control. Reverb. I'm sure you've got better reverbs, but it's kind of handy. And then a bit of a filter. And I've assigned that to aftertouch. Does that. Opens it up a little bit. And also on the mod wheel, we've got some vibrato. See? Easy peasy. Over here is just a simple volume envelope. Let's give it a bit more release. You're going to get kind of interesting artifacts. That's the whole point, really. Especially if you're doing kind of extreme stuff. You can play it at vague. You can also play it at 100%, so it's normal. Now, that's good, but there's more. Click on the spanner again and go down to the wave editor, and we can see our waveform there. In here, we can do a few more things. For instance, sample start. We can move that. So you can make it start in the middle of the waveform, as shown here. Give it a bit more attack. Yep. We can also put in some loops. On the sample loop tab here, don't do that, because it does that and it's a bit annoying. just do this. Press the 1. That'll loop the whole thing for you. Go to the beginning, drag the beginning, go to the end, make sure you get it, drag the end, loop. Now you can do some quite clever stuff with the loops as well. There's a count thing here. If I put that to 2, it'll loop twice. Then I could do another loop, loop number 2, put that after there, make that 3. So there's even a lot of interesting creative effects to be done there. That's not all. We can also add more sounds on top of that. We don't just have to have one sound. We can have as many as we want. Let's put in some arpeggios on top of that. Come on, come on. Don't know why I might. Here we go. It's a B, so we're going to put it on a B. There you go. We're going to spread it across the keyboard. So now it will play both samples. The wave display can only show one sample at once, so you're never quite sure what you're going to get. You don't have to touch just things. So we can build up interesting sounds there, and of course you can also, within the loop editor, you can also open up your new sound, which is a bit tricky if they're on top of each other. You need to kind of, there you go. There's another way of doing it, but that'll do. So I can also put entirely different loops and sample start points on the other sound. Let's do that. Let's put a loop there. And if that's a bit too loud for the other one, we can turn the volume down here, whatever's selected in yellow. So we've now got there's going to be crazy artifacts occasionally. Don't worry about it. Speed. See, I'm having a bit too much fun now. And if you do make something that you like, for instance that, you can very easily save it by going, oh, let me just move this up a bit. There you go, you didn't see that, did you? By going to here, save, well, save as, instrument number 1, it will take it back to wherever your folder is. Give it a name. My lovely sound. As long as you select patch only, oh, this doesn't fit in again. Whoop, excuse me. There you go, save. Bob is your uncle. My lovely sound. And that will save everything for you. You can open it up again. That, I think, is it. I hope that's been useful. It does open up, I think, a lot of sonic possibilities, which I hope you will explore and have lots of fun with. I know I will myself. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye-bye.